So we got a new bunny today to foster, and that's because the two bunnies that we had before, one of them was adjusting very well. The other one was like trembling like crazy, and just we were a little bit worried because it didn't really eat when humans were around. So the poop was really small. And so we had to kind of return it because we were worried about the health. And since they came in a pair, we couldn't just like separate them either. So we swapped for a new bunny right here. It's a very black bunny. He seems to be a little bit picky too. But so far, he's doing great.
We decided to name him BBC because he's big, black, and reminds us of Coco, our late rabbit who passed away. He's super active, loves to explore, and isn't shy about asking for pets. This summer, we've been checking out a lot of new restaurants because the weather is just too nice to stay in. Jason picked a French restaurant to try with some friends, but unfortunately a few of them were really late because of heavy traffic.
Jason's probably getting the coco vin. I'm going to get the steak frites. Probably upgraded to the filet for $7 extra.
We started off with some French bread, then ordered beef tartare and escargot for appetizers. And if you don't know what escargot is, it means snail in French and is considered a delicacy in France. I've never tried it before, so I decided to be brave and go for it.
No. Why did you give me a big piece?
They're all the same size.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they are
This
all
one looks
snails.
bigger than the...
No, they are all snails.
Wait, so where's the head?
You don't want to notice either. This one, by the way.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's pretty warm.
Is it good?
Nope. It's so good. It's so good. Trust me. It's actually good. I honestly think if you like scallops, you like snails.
Yes, I'm a big advocate of snails. You should eat them.
We have so many on this planet.
Why is it in my mouth for so long?
Because it's a shellfish, they're chewy. If I told you it was a clam, you'd be fine. It's true.
Finally, our mains came out, which was basically the reason Jason wanted to try this restaurant in the first place. The rest of us, not too familiar with French food, played it safe and ordered steak with fries. Surprisingly, we didn't even need ketchup for the fries because the steak was already super saucy. Though I have to say, the fries were a bit too sharp and hard. They actually scratched the inside of my mouth a bit. Yikes. Still, overall, it was a delicious meal.
Today we're going to another Michelin Star restaurant in Vancouver. This will be our 9th out of 10.
One of my goals this year is to try all the Michelin Star restaurants in Vancouver. There are 10 in total and I'm only missing 2. This summer, I've made it my mission to finish the list. If you've been following my vlogs, you've probably seen some of my Michelin restaurant videos. I'll link them below if you're curious. Barbara is this tiny Michelin Star spot in Vancouver with only 20 seats, so it feels super intimate right from the start. The chef told us the restaurant is named after his mother and you can really see the love he puts into every dish. He even came over to chat with us about the food, which made the experience feel extra personal.
Chilled leek tea with Parmesan thyme oil. My suggestion is to have a sip of the tea, then eat the chocolate.
This tartare is pretty good. I'm not a big fan of the cracker. It's a bit too hard. It kind of hurts my mouth.
I'd say I enjoy about half of the dishes, but the other half just weren't really for me. A lot of the ingredients like hummus, lamb, and couscous aren't part of my usual flavor palette, and some of the dishes felt a bit heavy. I also didn't love the non-alcoholic wine. It just didn't pair that well with the food. But the dessert totally won me over. It was beautifully made and honestly my favorite part of the whole meal.
This knife is super sharp, and normally you would think that the blade is here, but it's actually over here on this side. This is the blade, so you would just cut like this.
Even though not everything was to my taste, I really appreciated the intimacy and the care that went into the experience. The last one is Burdock and Co. I've heard mixed reviews from friends, but today I finally got to try it myself and give you my own take. Burdock and Co is a Michelin starred restaurant in Vancouver known for its seasonal, locally sourced menu. Everything feels super personal. The waitress would bring out a dish and casually mention that some of the ingredients came straight from the chef's own garden, which I thought was a cool touch. The food is contemporary Canadian with global influences, and a lot of the dishes uses techniques like fermentation and pickling to bring out the unique flavors. Honestly, every plate that came out looked like a piece of art. So detailed and beautiful, but the best part was the taste. Every dish had a flavor combination I've never experienced before, and it totally blew my mind. I will say though, a lot of the flavor leaned towards the sour side. Still delicious, just different. My only real complaint was that the portions were pretty small. My stomach was growling the whole time, which kind of took away from the experience a little bit. So on our way back, we stopped by Key Cafe for their limited time special parfait because we were just that hungry.
It is more expensive by $3. Yeah, but it's bigger. This is like ube and mango mix. And apparently you get a BTS coaster, which I didn't really want, so I didn't get one. We're going to a game today. As you can see, we have matching windbreakers.
Jason got tickets to see the games for MSI League of Legends. We were running a bit late in the morning, so we quickly took an Uber to the venue. When we got there, we made some signs for the game. The first match was FlyQuest, the American team, versus G2 from Europe.
Quickly doing this. I don't think I have time to fill this in all the way.
Jason swore that if FlyQuest lost, he'd shave his head.
I got my wristband ready. Jason is all hyped. He's prepared to go bald if they lose.
Tristana is a long-time favourite for caps that he's played many times on.
But guess what seats Jason paid for? The floor seats. And honestly, they were terrible. I couldn't see the two main screens clearly because they were so far away. And the screen closest to us was so high up that my neck started to hurt a lot after a while.
The first game went as you expected.
Yeah. I mean, I'm expecting them to win. I'm hoping it's a 3-0.
Okay.
So we can get to the Gen G game quicker.
Okay.
But if
He
they win,
doesn't care too much about this game.
If they win, I don't have to go ball.
Okay.
During the break, we went to buy some merch, but almost everything was sold out. The mouse pads I wanted were instantly gone. We ended up buying 3 Happy Bee hats instead, mostly because I had to spend over $75 to get their limited edition tote bag, which I really wanted.
We got ourselves 3 bee hats and a bag. This bag's pretty cool because you can actually wear it like a backpack.
From the upper floors, the view was so much better. FlyQuest ended up winning 3-0, and Jason was instantly relieved he could keep his hair. Since we had time before the next match, we made new signs. Apparently, the best player in the world was going to play next on Gen G, so Jason was really hyped.
So I tried to put his fingers together, like his hands clapped together, but I botched it. So I tried to cover up with like the team logo, but then I also botched the team logo because apparently they don't connect. Yeah, so this is the result.
It was clear that everyone was way more excited for this matchup, China's best team versus Korea's #1. The seats filled up fast. I'm so glad we found better seats than the ones we originally had. The floor seats were honestly a disaster. Everyone ended up moving away. The games were super intense, the crowd's energy was insane. We were all sweating by the end.
Even though the game is still going on, we're just gonna head home early because once the game ends, everybody will start heading home and then there'll be like an Uber surge. And we don't want that. Last time Jason checked, it was $20. Apparently now it's like $50. And who knows, like when it ends, it might be like $80. So we're gonna go now before it's too late. And also we ordered dinner, so I have to go pick it up as well. We didn't think the game would actually go until game 5. So yeah, that was, I don't know. I wish they could have ended the game at game 3, but unfortunately it went on until game 5. And based on what I've seen so far, it seems like Gen G will actually win. Also, on my way out, I met a girl who was cosplaying as the porcelain Lux skin, and she gave me this, the sticker. I thought she was like promoting herself, but there's nothing on it, so yeah, yay, free sticker for me. I think I might put this on my laptop. This is actually a skin that I own as well. I do have a Lux porcelain skin, so I recognized it right away.
Lately, I've been trying to stay fit and running has become one of my favorite hobbies. To train for some of my upcoming races, I've decided to try a run club with my sister. We started with some dynamic stretches.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
Then ran 7 kilometers together. Afterwards, we got to stretch again and enjoy some freshly cut watermelons with the group. By the end, we got super lucky. Someone offered us a ride home too. Well, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to see more.